everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Good afternoon to good evening to everyone. The Institutional National of Immigration right here at the borderline. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. We're seeing right now how the INAMI is working with people from Cameroon right now, and we just saw a vast number right now just got recently deported. Let me go to the plaza and see. This is people from Cameroon right now and talking to the INAMI, but we are going right now to follow a bunch of irregular migrants. It's a huge amount of people that just got deported, as we are walking right here real fast to see where they're going and where they were heading to. It was a huge amount of people. Buenas. And I don't know where they went. But there were like 20 or 30 of them. This is an abandoned, how do you say, used to be a plaza right here, but we don't see them. There were 20, 30 of them. I was in the phone with Anthony. I was talking to him, and immediately I told him I need to cut you off. There were 20 or 30, including kids, children, and also adults. Let's go back to the INAMI, what they're doing right here. Let us see what they're doing. Right here, the INAMI is working. What does that tell you? That the INAMI is working? We don't know what they're doing. I can't approach right now when they're working. The number one thing why I can't approach is that I'm interrupting the whatever immigration process they're doing. So we see the INAMI right here. That is the bus for immigration services, and also we see people from Africa right there. Practically they're from Cameroon. And ¿Qué rollo? Facebook, Oscar el Blue. El Blue. Sí, saludos jefe, saludos. ¿Cómo están? Muy buenas tardes. Aquí grabando nada más. Buenas tardes, muchas gracias. Right here we're seeing INAMI, the INAMI van, as they are working. I don't know if they're gonna practically take them to another place. They're people from Cameroon right here. As you know, I don't know what is their purpose right now, if they're gonna move in or not. And you got officers right here with the people from Cameroon that they're talking. As soon as I can, I'm about to move and see what they're going to do. This gentleman is well dressed right here. All of them are good. And we see two immigration officers right here. I don't know what is the... I'm about to ask in a few seconds. But this is basically an operation. Here comes one gentleman. He's wearing a cap from the United States. Tu parles français?
No,
English. Okay.
No, I don't want to.
Okay, right here.
Yeah.
The head. Okay. No face. Okay.
No face.
No. Yes, it's from here. Okay. So what are you guys doing over here? What's the whole thing?
No, we just standing there for the immigration officer came and collect our pass. Tell us that our pass has expired. I should enter into that car and go with them. So I try to argue them that we bring our names. We can get our names just to process our pass. So So they're asking us to get into that car and follow them to the station. So they are going to issue us another pass that our pass has expired.
So the problem is right now that your asylum seeker number is real slow.
Yeah, it's slow, very slow, yeah. See, it's 2,708.
So what is your number right now?
My number 3,245.
And what is the number that is going right now?
2,708.
So you have like probably 2-3 months to have to wait here.
Yeah, I have to wait here.
So you're coming from Cameroon?
Cameroon, yeah.
Cameroon.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now you're talking to the immigration officers to tell them that the number is real slow.
Yes, yeah, well, I tell them they're asking for our pass, that our pass has expired. That they have to carry us to the station, they do and take another pass. So
Take another pass.
Yeah, so I like explain to them that we do wrote our name and get them yes, so that to issue us another pass.
Okay, so you guys are asking them for a ride to take you to get to another
No,
pass.
they're asking us, they're like
Okay.
us, yes, tell us that we have to follow them to the station. So no, like, I tell them that no, we have wrote our names to the immigration.
Okay.
Issue us another pass, yeah.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, well,
Okay, how do you got here from Cameroon?
from Cameroon, yeah, so I leave Cameroon by plane. I went to Benin, from Benin, Turkey, from Turkey to Panama, from Panama, Colombia, through the sea, Panama forest, yeah.
Camion or avion?
Huh?
A plane or a bus?
From Ecuador, bus. From Ecuador, I took a bus to enter Colombia. From Colombia, I took by the boat to cross the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, from Capogana to the forest. I make 5 days the forest, 1 week, yeah, to get to Panama.
Okay, you paid everything on your own. Everything you paid it on your own.
On my own.
Okay, do you guys know that you guys can migrate to Canada? Do you guys have a possibility of migrating to Canada because the United States is only giving 3% of possibilities of asylum seeking?
I don't have that idea.
You don't have that idea?
Yeah.
Okay, I advise you to read a document that says the United Nations Pact. The United Nations tells you the 154 countries that you can migrate. Mexico is one of them. The United States is not one of them. That's why the United States is closing their doors for asylum seeking, as they're so packed. Now, Canada is accepting migrants. So if you want to go to Canada, it's easily to just call your consulate and they can fly you over there.
All right, thank you.
Okay? All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks so much. You want to talk for a second? No? Come on, man. Just 1 second. Story. Just story. No questions. Just to get the story out. Okay? Right here. No face. Look, your partner's Ian right here. So, what is your name? Mohammed. Mohammed is your name. Okay, so you come from Cameroon? Yeah. Cameroon. How many days it took you to come from Cameroon to over here? 2 months. 2 months. And right now, you guys are fighting because the asylum seeker number is taking so long for you guys to get the political asylum. Yeah. Yes? So your dream is to migrate to the United States. If I tell you that there's a big possibility of migrating to Canada, will you take that option? Yeah? Okay, read, fellas. Read that. There's a more bigger possibility to migrate to Canada because you are going, basically I'm going to tell you guys this, and it's real talk, you're going to be waiting here for more than 3 months.
So,
you know?
How do
you call your consulate or you talk to the Mexican consulate about that, and they will easily process that. Okay? All right. Okay, thank you. We got the National Guard right here, people. The National Guard just arrived. This is incredible breaking information right here and breaking news. The National Guard is right here. The National Guard just arrived. And here it is. They're telling me to cut it. The National Guard is telling me to cut it. To cut the feed. I'm gonna record from all the way over here in the corner because they don't want me to be recording. They just told me to cut the feed. The National Guard is over there. I'm gonna get away a little bit from the scene. They just told me to cut the scene because I'm not allowed to record the National Guard's face. And there's the National Guard. The National Guard just arrived over here. We have a situation that is individuals from Cameroon that they are, getting together and demanding another free pass. Let me just talk to this gentleman if he wants to talk to me for a minute. You want to talk, sir? 1 minute. Just to hear your demands. You're good? Okay, you're good. He doesn't want to talk to me. But this is basically what is going on. The National Guard is right here trying to calm them down and trying to, hear their demands. And their demands is that the process for immigration and the process, this is really important. Before we go to the real problem, the fantastic thing about this is immigration is working with the National Guard. This is really important breaking news for you guys. As we were telling you the other day, how the Institutional National of Immigration, INAMI, the immigration officers are constantly in contact with the National Guard. So if they need backup, this comes right here. This comes right here immediately. So they are, basically he is, okay. They're going to arrest this guy right now. This is breaking news. He doesn't want to go. And they are going to arrest this guy probably. And they're having a conversation right now. Come on, low network. There we go. They're having a conversation right now and they don't want to listen, that they need to move, or they're telling them that they're not going to accept their demands, and apparently they're giving a hard time to the immigration officer. This is really important. As I was saying, the video was buffering. Sorry, the signal right here is really bad. But this is really important for you guys to know. Immediately when an immigration officer feels threatened by an immigrant, immediately calls the National Guard, and the National Guard just arrived. As you can see right back there, there is one soldier from the National Guard, and you see apparently around 8 people from Cameroon. There he goes. They're giving them a ride. They're going to take them right now, and they're going to take them to the immigration facility. And this is the number one reason why they're taking them to the immigration facility, is because, they were demanding a permit for them to ask the political asylum. But they stopped an immigration officer, and the immigration officer is telling them, okay, bring everybody in, but all of you guys need to go. But they're not trusting the immigration officer. And as you can see, everybody from the National Guard, even federal police, is right here to control and contain whatever is happening. As you can see, the National Guard office, the National Guard soldier and officer is right there, the one that is in charge. And he is the one that is demanding and telling them what to do. This is fantastic. So you guys can feel that is really happening. The National Guard is taking control of the security of the citizens right here at the border of El Chaparral. This is extremely important for you guys to know. Information that is more relevant for you guys, and also is accurate, that the National Guard is just committing for the security of the citizens of Tijuana. So this is, we see another soldier over there standing, protecting right now from the National Guard. And the INAMI is trying to negotiate with them to make them understand that there is a process for every document, people. And they don't want to follow the process. This is the problem, that they want everything accelerated. They want tomorrow, they want now, they want yesterday. There's people, the Mexican people, that they've been, seeking for help from the United States, that they've been here for years and years and years, and it hasn't happened. And these individuals from Cameroon, they're coming over here, and they're expecting everything to be really easy. They're expecting the permits to be real easy, and the INAMI officer is telling this individual right here in white that just gave me an interview, I'm going over there to get my stuff, and the INAMI officer is telling them no, you can't. And here comes another individual that he's really mad. But they have to understand. They have to understand that there's laws over here they need to obey. There's laws over here that they need to understand. And how our Constitution works. And they're putting every single one of them inside the band now. As the National Guard has come and backed up the INAMI. The officers from INAMI did a fantastic job to keep order and to keep peace right here in this particular area. And these kind of events has been happening since the people from Cameroon just arrived. These kind of events has been happening since the Cameroon people arrived to Tapachula. They created more than 6 riots and dividing 4 riots and installations of Siglo XXI, immigration installations of Siglo XXI. There you go. The National Guard is leaving now. Everything is contained and everything is secure. And they made 4 riots in Siglo XXI and they made 2 riots on Mesoamerica. That is in Tapachula. Now, right here, as soon as they got here on the next day, they made 1 riot and then they made another one. And in the next day, so it's been 2, and you see a lot of hesitation from them. You see a lot of demanding paperwork. You see a lot of demanding of quicker process. But they don't understand that this is a process that it needs to be taken by steps, man. And the steps, they want to jump the whole fence. You know, they don't understand that there is a process to seek the asylum. It's not easy. Immigration officer right here. And they are taking them as of right now in the van. And the other ones didn't agree to go in the van because probably, there's a trust issue. And the trust issue is that they don't trust the immigration officers that they are taking them to the exact place for them to get their permits renewed for the acceleration of the asylum seeker number. They're complaining about it's taking so long. The number is really, it's in the 2000s and he has the 3000s. But that is the crisis that is creating Mexico. This is the fault of Mexican government. They're the ones that need to be held accountable because it's not the United States' fault that they are flooding the courts, and it's because of that they're flooding the courts. They don't give out much asylum seeker numbers. Now, if they were not flooded the courts and they will do the immigration process as they need it to be done, there it goes, the immigration officer. And he's going inside the intake process and he's going to take them in there to process their paperwork. And also the National Guard has left. So, in conclusion, this kind of situations has been happening, people. These kind of situations are been happening. You see all of these things happening because these people from specifically Cameroon, they come over here and they think that it's going to be real easy when it's not. This is not going to be real easy. I saw, a vast number, like 30, that they just got deported from Central America. I don't know where they went. But the real issue was right here that this apparently like between 8 or 12 people from Cameroon, they were giving a hard time to the immigration officer. And they were basically telling them, there they go, they're picking up their stuff. And they're basically telling them, we want our asylum seeker number now. And they cannot give that immediately. There's thousands of people waiting. Thousands of people waiting, and you got, 8 or 12 individuals that they are hesitating and they're saying like, no, I want my asylum seeker now. There's Mexican people searching for asylum. There's people that want to do it through the front door. And these people want to jump the whole line. And that is, against the whole process of seeking the asylum. Because we are seeing more action every time, people. Every time. Every time we're seeing more action in this particular place that is the border of El Chaparral. Here is where they seek asylum every day. And every day is a different story, as you just saw right here. And this is so... From here. How you doing? English? English? Hey, okay. How you doing? Where are you coming from?
From Cameroon.
Cameroon. You're a migrant.
Yeah.
From Cameroon.
Yeah.
Why are you coming? How do you got from all the way from Cameroon to over here?
We run through Nigeria. We have been 7 months along the road, through rivers and forests. We have been suffering every day and night. We don't have any place to sleep. We are here in Mexico. No food to eat. No finances to pay house to stay. We are suffering.
What is the political problem in Cameroon? That is the number one reason why you're asking for asylum.
Yes, a political crisis in Cameroon. They are killing people in Cameroon. They are shooting every day and night, burning people's houses, killing our brothers and sisters, our mothers, our families. We don't even know where they are today.
Is this the government or is just a particular group in Cameroon that is doing this?
A government and La Republic with English speaking in Cameroon.
Okay, so I believe that your number one option is to ask for the asylum for the United States.
Yeah, we are here to ask for asylum in the United States, and I know, we believe that they will help us. We are suffering.
Do you know that it is a 3% chance to get the asylum right now in the United States, because it's really hard to get the asylum seeker number? Do you know that?
Yes. It's very, very difficult now to entering US. We don't know if it's true or it's not true. We don't really know.
You came alone or do you came with family?
I came alone. I don't even know where my family is.
What do you do for a living?
I'm the weather. I work in ship in Douala. I was working in ship.
You're working in a ship?
Yeah.
Okay, so the plan is to stay here, seek the asylum for the United States. If that doesn't work, you know that you can migrate to Canada also?
Yes, I know that if it doesn't work, I will go to Canada, because I can work anything in Canada.
You can work anything from Canada?
Yeah, I do industrial welding.
Industrial welding. And where are you living right now? Do you renting a hotel? You living in a shelter?
I just live for somebody in a hotel. I'm sleeping outside.
You're sleeping outside in the hotel?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a humanitarian crisis. Why have you asked for, your basically your consulate or Cameroon to help you guys out?
We know in Cameroon it's very, very difficult for the Cameroon government to help us. I know they are killing us every day and night. The military, they are killing every day and night, shooting day and night. I don't even know how to explain now. Yes,
okay.
I'm saying now with tears in my eyes.
You paid on your own resources to come over here?
I passed through jungle, rivers. I beg along the road. People help me to give me some money to be moving up and down and eating. Yes, they help me. I beg. They gave me something good. The Samaritan, they got me money.
I'm gonna ask you this last question. A lot of people are afraid of the Ebola. That is Ebola break in Cameroon. Is that true?
Yes.
There's an Ebola break.
Yes.
So you guys, when you're coming over here, did a doctor check every single person of you guys for the Ebola?
Who take injection? They took us.
They took injection?
Yes.
Okay, there was cases?
No, There were no cases.
No cases right now.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. I wish you the best.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, God bless you too, man. Thank you. Thank you. There you go, the National Guard right there on your left, right there. Again, the security level right now is being taken right now. As you see in federal officers being really vigilant at this moment to be under the Chaparral border, and also at the little incident that we had between 8 and 12 people from Africa, and we have the National Guard on this side right now as they are on the National Guard pickup truck right there on the far left. You see it, as we have a situation, people, and this situation is going to continue. Unfortunately, is going to continue. Is going to continue. Why? Because we are in the United Nations Pact. Why? Because we are not getting out of it. Why? Because we haven't put no checkpoints on Tapachula. No medical checkpoints. For them, he's saying that they put an injection to check, which, I digress. I don't know. I will give him the benefit of the doubt. But there's cases of Ebola in Cameroon. You just heard it from this particular citizen from Cameroon, that he just said from his own mouth that there are cases of Ebola in Cameroon that they're spreading. Now, I just asked him, did you guys got checked on your way up here? He said yes. Now, that goes along with the speculation today that there's one case or two cases of Ebola at the General Hospital of Tijuana. So this basically, people, for all of you people, this basically reaffirms that we in Cameroon, we already know that there was a case of Ebola, but it is coming from a Cameroon citizen. That is really happening. There's people that they're coming over here and probably they have Ebola. And there's people that they're suffering from political refugees like this gentleman, that they're coming because there's too many poverty and they're killing their family members at night. We need to really organize now ourselves with everything. We need to be ready right now, people, with everything. What is everything? What is everything? Be prepared to know your rights, to know what is coming. Because this is a massive force that is not stopping. There goes the National Guard, the two units right there with the Inami. This is how they're rolling, people. Let me just give you a nice glimpse of view how the Inami is rolling. And this is how we're going. Mándeme. Facebook, Oscar Blue. Ahorita te doy una tarjeta. Sí, sale pues. Ya dijo. This is the officer right here that is always, is always telling me. He's always guarding me. This officer is really good, man. He's always guarding me. He's a really good dude. As you saw that convoy, that probably on Friday, that particular officer is going to let us, jump in and be with him, and to show you guys how the process of going inside the unit and how it is they are inspecting every shelter. Now you saw the convoy and his two units with more than 20 individuals, 10 to 15 individuals from the National Guard, plus the two, and all of them armed, all the National Guard armed. So this is the time, people. So we have to get ready for what is happening. We need to understand that Mexico doesn't want to get out of the United Nations Pact, and I'm in it. People, I'm in it. I'm right here in the middle of the cake. And I'm suffering, and I'm seeing all of this, how our city is being consumed by a lot of immigrants, and our city doesn't have the resources right now to restrain and to take over this immigrant influx of immigrants that is causing this is destabilizing our economy because it's supposed to be focusing on the citizens of Tijuana. Now we gotta focus all of this on immigrants from Cameroon, and a lot of them probably they got Ebola. I'm not panicking, nobody, but you just heard it from the gentleman. He just said, yes, there's a breakout of Ebola over there. Let me change the camera right here before I go. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. As we were doing a report later before this one, a really important one. I invite you to go see our coverage that we did in a shelter agape. Really important one and really informative one. And we just did a coverage right now as the INAMI has taken over between 10 to 12 people from Cameroon that they were making a little, a scene right here. They're demanding their permits and demanding that their asylum seeker number goes much faster, as we have seen people from Honduras, Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, in all parts of the world wait more than 3 months. Wait more than 3 months. It is amazing. It is amazing how these people have a different cultures. These people have a different of opinions. These people have a different actions than all types of people that they come from South America. It is outstanding, and it is mind-blowing how these people from one day to another, they demand. They don't ask, they demand. It is different. It is way different. Their urgency is more different than the typical, South American, typical Central American, typical Mexican. It's more different. So I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Yes, people, you can donate right there if you want. Emphasize. It's a joke, man, because oh my God, if you guys want, there's my PayPal and my page. If you want to appreciate my work, thank you so much. I appreciate it. God bless you all. Stay safe and follow my partner, Conservative Anthony, as he is running for Congress at the 16th district. Follow him, people. Follow him. So from now to late afternoon, we will see each other again. This is Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Stay safe and always remember, peace and love. And always, your country is first.